It is I, Tenzin. It's been a long time since I actually got the wheel on this ship, but yeah, it's gonna be a fun night. We're gonna have King. No, not well. His rap name is King Comeback, but his Insta name is Comeback God. What's up, B? I see you already in here. All right, let me. Okay, we got the Astral Alchemist in the building. All right, that sounds pretty epic there. Send that. Get this sent over to the Comeback God. Do. Hey, you in here
Hey,
already?
yeah,
Yo.
no, we had a bit of confusion. I just had it up. It kicked me off and let you do
Oh, damn. Okay.
it. All right. Yeah. Shout out to everybody again. We gotta get my brother back. We had him in. He gotta. Oh, you send this out to him again. Let's see.
Okay. My bad. I thought, yeah, cause like, I ain't hear nothing from the woman of the house, so I was like, okay, I guess she's not gonna call me in the middle of this thing to help her shop for a computer that she's
Hold up.
gonna
Let me
bug me to
try to see if I can
teach her
get
how to use.
my boy up in here.
Get the Folkland Los up in this thing
He will be joining us soon.
via his kids' football practice. Shout out to my nephew laying motherfuckers out
Oh
on
yeah.
that football field. Only
Womp womp.
6 years old, already getting claiming victims. And our boy and our guest is in the building. We're gonna
Oh, you got him
invite
in?
him on,
Okay. All right.
and
It was not trying to let me get him.
we're gonna wait on him to come through.
Hey, bro. Sorry about that. We had some difficulties. We got you back.
All right, all right.
What's good? Come back,
What's going on, my people?
man. Long time no see since the cousin Curtis event, man.
No, man, I had a blast. How you been doing, fella?
I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm glad to finally get you on here. Man, and my apologies, man. I know you said you didn't want to focus too much on the backstory, but the
Yeah,
audience got to know the backstory so they can know what you came back from. So,
yeah,
without further ado, man, please introduce yourself, man, and
Can you
give
hear
us a
us?
little background.
Hold on. He might be having some issues. Can you hear us, bro?
yeah. I can hear y'all. You can
Okay,
hear me?
okay,
Okay. All
good.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just sending a message trying to get some more people up in here so they can catch this scoop. You know what I mean?
Oh
So,
Yes,
yeah, that's
sir.
for
Yes,
sure,
sir.
for
I
sure.
was
A
having him.
mass.
I was having him before it cut. Show off my brother's crown he got on. Go ahead,
Oh
bro.
yeah, he got at least like two or three different crowns, man.
My
This
yeah,
boy.
dude, like,
I
he on
got
his king shit for real.
yeah, I got two. My birthday coming up, so I try to get a new one every year.
Oh, where? Like,
Word.
what's the date?
The 19th of November, so it's coming up. It's
Okay.
around the corner. Got a listening party I'm gonna be doing, so I hope to
Oh,
see
okay.
y'all.
I was finna say, man, what
I'm
when and where's that listening party? Well, you said it on your November 19th, but where's it gonna be at?
Yeah, well, that's to be determined. We still looking at venues right now, but I'm also looking at DJs too. So,
Okay, okay.
so by the end of the first week of October, we're gonna have that. We're gonna have the venue locked down.
Okay, bet. And
how much
you gonna hit the stage too, right?
Yes, sir. Of course.
All right.
how much them crowns be sending you back, my brother?
Shoot, this one was about 100. Yeah, it was about 100 and some change after shipping.
Okay.
Okay, that's not bad. I thought I'm over here thinking you like balling
Yeah.
out on them crowns, like,
I
yo,
thought you was getting
No,
put
them
the
shipped.
fucking rubies in there.
no,
Like
Them
I ain't slick. I ain't
they look
slick
like
Rick. I ain't
they
slick Rick. I ain't there yet.
I was about to say they look like they've been shipped straight from Zamunda. I seen a couple of them. I
It
seen a
did.
couple of them pictures. You was looking like Eddie Murphy in there.
Yeah, it came. It did come from the Czech Republic though. It did. It did take a minute for it to get here. It took about 2 weeks for it to ship.
Okay.
And it was custom made. Like I had to measure my head and send them the measurements and stuff like that. It was
Oh, okay, yeah,
come
they're
from two
thorough.
pieces. Yeah. hmm Yeah. So what y'all wanted to talk about? I know we were talking about the backstory, like where the whole theme and
Yeah,
came
Yeah.
like
from.
where it all began.
Yeah, well, the name King Comeback will play on the trope of the comeback king, which is, as it pertains to me, like I used to have it all, and lost it all, and I seek to gain it back through legal pursuit, my music and stuff. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of people that don't know, I used to trap about 10 years ago, be out there in the streets pretty heavy. And on one fateful evening, as someone tried to rob me, and I got shot in the process.
Mm.
Jeez.
And and through and in that. I had not only lost the track, but lost my ability to walk and stuff temporarily, and now I'm just gaining it all back through the music, from the material possessions to even me walking again.
Oh, so you are like the muscle is coming back to your leg. You'll be able to
I
like
say,
move on your own, like kind of.
yeah, I'm pretty sure eventually. Right now, the feeling is coming back.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, so yeah, the prognosis wasn't good. Quiet as kept. The doctor said I wouldn't walk again, but I believe in a higher power, and I'm just going off of what what my body's telling me, and that I will walk again. Because when I first got hurt, when I first got discharged, I ain't had like no sensation in my legs.
Mm.
Now I got a lot more sensation in my legs, and it's been continuously improving especially over like the past few months.
Okay.
That's what's up,
Oh,
man. So
oh,
you
that's
kind of
great.
let's see, I'm gonna be aging myself, but you remind me of this character from the HBO program Oz.
Mm.
I forget the character's name, but like he kind of had your same situation. Like he was like, in the heavy in the streets or whatever, but like it wasn't no robbers. It was cops that like threw him off the building, and
Yeah,
like he had to be in the chair and stuff. But but you're on the other side of the cell. Like that character, he was in the prison system. So
yeah, I know. I'm close to being in there too. It's- so yeah,
Yeah.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be here. That's why I don't complain. I don't, none of that stuff. I'm grateful. I'm truly
eh,
grateful. It could have been a
eh,
lot worse. I could have not been here.
Well,
right.
now that, like you said, you moving on past the past stuff. How would you describe you as either a person or a brand right now to those who don't know?
As a person or a brand. Well, as a person, I'm just like everybody else, trying to make it the best way they know how.
Yes, sir.
Using their God given talents to earn an honest living. And as a brand, it's representative of everybody who lost something and seek to gain it back, who lost it all and seek to gain it back. The comeback kings, not only them, but the comeback queens as well. I ran into a lot of them along my journey. So it speaks to anybody who was at a certain level of esteem, status, stature. For whatever reason, they lost it, and they in the process of getting it back. That's what the whole brand and the story is about.
Hmm.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, it's like well, there's a little bit negative version of your story, but it's kind of like the Count of Monte Cristo. Like, dude was like, like he was like aristocratic or whatever in France, but then like, some fuck shit happened, but like he like came back. He learned how to sword fight, and he pretty much came back on the motherfuckers that got him. But nah, man, I definitely see the gratitude in your work because I was actually just on your YouTube page and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this motherfucker's been like, he's been on it, bro. This dude had like a freestyle or free mix.
Hmm.
I'm gonna use that word, free mix compilation, rapping over goddamn Savage, goddamn. My favorite one was you rapping over that Nipsey.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, that
yeah.
was my favorite one too.
Cause what do you say? Like rest in peace to to my dogs whose stories weren't told. That hit me like because
Yeah.
there's a lot of dope folks who came and
Mhm.
went, and like
Right. They don't.
they're
They
just
don't
not
have.
recognized.
Yeah. They don't have the clout. They don't have the publicity and stuff. And
Yeah,
their stories will never get heard. But I feel like they just as important as the ones that get heard every day.
right.
Exactly. It's like kind of like how people say like, oh man, there was always that nigga in North Carolina somewhere who was better than Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool to just shining a light on like those
Yeah.
folks who
Yeah.
just for whatever reason just
I
couldn't
got.
get that.
Yeah, I got this one song I'm working on. It's called "No Justice, No Peace," and it's just pretty much listing out all the people that we've lost over the past like 5 to 10 years. Like
Right.
not even just the rappers, but like a lot of people that we lost to police brutality and whatnot.
Mm.
So you know, it's a um, it's a sad day in the black community for real. Like we just lost like it seems like we losing rappers like almost every month now.
Yeah.
So
Poor P&B, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
PPNB.
and it's sad on multiple fronts because like with the P&B thing, from what I heard. apparently it was a 17-year-old kid and his father who did that.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
know what I
like what
mean?
the fuck? Like
That's
a
that's
father-son team hating.
that's sad
mhm,
as hell. Like that
it
kid's
is.
life is over now. You know what I mean? And so
I,
is PNB's.
I
Like,
know.
And
I don't understand it. Like, what possessed you to hate on somebody so bad you want to steal? You know, well, not even just steal, but kill them. Like, it's like you don't have it, but you don't want nobody else to have it. Like, they
yeah,
work for that shit. You know what I mean? And
right.
it resonates with my story heavily because it's like it's similar. Like, I could have died through that exchange. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So, it's like I really big anti-bullying, big anti-gun violence, anti-robbery, theft of any kind because it's like especially in America, it's the land of the free. You got so many opportunities and ways to get it out here. There's really no need to the next man, covet the next the next man's belongings. It's no cause for that because we're abundant. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And resources and things that you could just do outside of that. Like you don't have to resort to guns. You don't have to resort to drugs to make money. A lot of us do that too. I'm no exception.
Oh yeah, I mean, cause like well, at least like what you see in your environment, you see the guys like, oh, they making that fast money, bro. What they doing? Oh, they robbing, they selling dope, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
like, because it always attracts you, like the flash and shit, right? But then you
hmm
get into it, you're like, holy fuck, can I turn back? And life's like, hell nah, motherfucker, you here for the ride now, pimp. So it's like now you got to ride this ride, but luckily he was able to get off that ride,
hmm
and I
Yeah, I
wanted
landed
to.
somewhere in the middle, somewhere between the jail cell and the grave.
mm,
So I'm like in limbo, but it's it's like life is what you make of it.
Right,
So
yeah,
cause from my eyes, you living like what I'm
yeah,
saying, like you was definitely living. Cause I wanted to comment too the Senorita video.
yeah.
That shit was dope.
yeah, I appreciate it, man. I wish
And
my better. I wish my a little bit better.
You cut out a bit, my brother.
yeah, you still muted.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Yeah, my bad. Somebody tried to
Okay.
call, but yeah, it didn't do the numbers didn't do all that great on Spotify that first month. But I'm glad y'all appreciate. I'm appreciative that y'all did enjoy the song because everybody who I run into they like the song. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I
got to
mean,
give it
you
a
just got to keep pushing it, man. Like
exactly.
cause the beat's hard, and then like I'm over here looking at the model, like God damn, like is that somebody you know personally, or just somebody you just hopped on the ground, be like, hey, I'm shooting a vid, like
it's somebody.
what's your offer?
Yeah, it's somebody I had booked through a friend of my cousin's actually. Shout out to Tommy Spalding. Shout out to Jordan McClain down there in Tampa, Florida. They they made it happen for me in relatively short order. It was like I might have booked her like a day or two before the actual shoot. I went down there not even having a model in mind for it. I remember arriving at my cousin's house like, hey cuz, you know anybody who model? And the shoot was like 2 days away. That whole process was a scramble. Of course, we shot, directed all of that ourselves, and
Right.
and it is what y'all get to see on YouTube.
And like y'all went to Florida to shoot that, or like what?
Yeah, we went down to Tampa to shoot that
Oh,
around this
duh, you did just
time
say
last
Tampa. My
year.
bad, dog.
Yeah, we shot that around this time last year. Didn't release it until this summer. So it just shows you how how the game could go. You got
Yeah,
to be
Right.
patient. When funds allow, resources, locations, and things of that nature, people. And trying to
Yeah,
coordinate
definitely people. Yeah.
yeah,
all that without a machine behind you is like really hectic and
right.
stressful. A lot of people don't understand a lot of the stuff behind. They just get to enjoy the video whenever it drops on BET, YouTube, but they don't know all
Yeah,
the logistics and the work that goes into making these things look the way they did.
right,
For 5 minutes, like it was just a
right.
5 minute video.
Right. Like
I
that's
was,
like, yo, art do be crazy like that, right? Cause you can spend like goddamn like a couple weeks just like grinding your brain trying to write some shit. Then you
Mhm.
finally get it all written out. Then okay,
Right.
you get the beat, you go pay for the studio time, and
hmm
then just for some motherfucker to be like, yeah, it's cool. Like what the
Yeah,
just cool.
I'd be
Like
ready.
like
For real, I'm like Erica Badu. I'm sensitive about my
yeah.
shit.
Like I'd rather you just shit on it than just be like, man, it's cool.
yeah,
Yeah, and
Because
it's a lot. It's a lot that goes into it, especially when you're independent, because you don't. A lot of times you don't have a lot of that right there and then. Like
right.
I was. a lot of people don't know. I was sitting on that song for years. I had that song for at least 2 years, probably like since like 2017, 18. You know, yeah. Now that I think about it,
Yeah,
yeah,
like yeah, because our so one of our previous guests, Grimace, like he was the guy at the end of the YG song "Who Do You Love." He said he sat on them lines for 15 years before
Yeah.
YG approached him. So it's like,
it'd be
I don't
like
know. I be believing in fate sometimes, even though I know it's like kind of BS. But it's like sometimes maybe the world just wasn't ready for Senorita back in 2018. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like
maybe.
something about yeah.
My bad, I mean to interrupt.
Oh no, no, you good, you good. It's about you. So,
But
what
I was
was the
about to
budget
say,
on the Senorita video?
Okay, so hotel room, that was the Westin, so that was like two something for the night. Um, the model, I think she charged me like 200. Um, the
Like
wardrobe
for the like flat or like an hour? Like
for the day, it was only like a 2 hour
okay,
gig. You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
okay.
And then we had got pontoon boats and stuff, so I had to get a boat rental.
Oh,
That was like another 160. Um, I'm trying to think what else. The wardrobe, so shirt, pants, shoes, backup wardrobe, because it was some stuff I wanted to wear. I didn't even get to wear. It was in the video and stuff. Like I probably cashed out about a good grand, and then getting
Mm,
down there because I was driving a gas vehicle back then, so it was like getting down to Tampa and back. The logistics of everything. I probably spend about 1,000, 1,250. Between 1,000 and 1,250 on each of my videos,
sheesh.
some kind of way. Like the regulator video, I reached $1,000 budget just on like the models. It was like 150 a piece, so it was three of them. So that's 450 on its own. The spot was like one something after because we had to extend it because again logistics, people don't show up on time and stuff like that. People be forgetting shit, got to go back across town. You know what I'm saying? So it's like after going through all of that, like I learned how to be a lot more, you know, punctual one and just like organized and all that stuff so you can get in, shoot, and get the hell up out of there. But even on regulator, that was like 1,200.
yeah, that
Okay.
regulator video was tight, bro. I was about to say like that was tight. I really that and the song too. That song was dope.
I appreciate it. I appreciate
And
it.
and without further ado, on the below B, that's our older brother, Folkland Los.
yo, what's up, man?
What's going on, guy? How you feeling?
And
Yo,
he can definitely relate to you on some of them video shoot kind of things, like especially as you said, not having a machine behind you to like, have
Right.
everything set up for you.
I got
yeah,
a bunch of videos that I haven't even put out yet, just for like for budget reasons. Also, like um, they just didn't come out the way that I wanted them to.
Right.
So it's like, and then there's that you run that risk too, like having a completely dud video, whether it's because
Mm,
like in some situations it was me, like my performance just wasn't there yet. Like I'm used to writing, rapping, running the streets. I ain't used to being on camera, so having to go from transition to like just the regular average Joe street dude to like a real rapper, like that was,
Mm.
I had to make that transition quick because at first like when you go from like some of my first videos to like some of my later ones, it's like I'm really starting to come into my own as a rapper versus like when I first get in, I didn't know like how to look. That
mm,
like a lot of people don't even think about like that. Like when they see their favorite rapper on there, like how they look and stuff. That's not how they really look in real life because it's like that's like where the rap cap and acting comes in and stuff because it's like you know how you look like an intimidating street dude.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if that's not really your persona, a lot of people just be hyping themselves up like that in the videos, and
Yeah.
that's not even who they are. Like that's just what looks good on camera. So I had to figure out what looks good on camera for me. Mind you, I'm in a wheelchair and stuff. I don't have the same set of mannerisms as a able-bodied person. So I had to figure out a lot of this stuff on the fly, like what looks good for me. And
Mm,
that's what everybody has to do essentially, like what looks good for them. No matter if you're in the chair or not, you gotta figure out what works for you. You know?
yeah, man. That's so you said something. You said like rap capping and acting. Did you have to kind of like develop like a character for yourself?
I did. Like, and what's crazy is I had just developed my voice. Because if you listen to some of my old stuff, like my voice was completely different. So I had to come up with I had to come up with like I came up with the voice, but then I also had to come up with an on-camera persona to match that as well. You know. And then when I go full circle in my meditation, I realize it's just another aspect of my regular character. It's just the more aggressive, assertive side of it. You know.
I'm sorry
So,
to cut you off. What was
yeah.
that practice like whenever you was developing your voice? What were some of the rituals that you would do?
Just like repetition is one that's big on mine, but also like I just visualize. Um, I would visualize the person that's saying these things
Oh, okay.
with authenticity, because like a lot of every one of my songs is based on things that I've done before. So it's really just stepping back into who I was back in the streets for real, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because I had to let a lot of that go. When I got out of the hospital, I went straight into school. I didn't go back to the streets. I went to school.
Yeah,
So
okay.
so a lot of those aspects of me had died out. So like I'm able to. What's up, my guy? King Yoshi in the building. I see him.
Oh, well, Yoshi man in here. That's what's
Yes,
up.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good friend of mine, and became somewhat of a mentor to me, helping me help guide my path along this rap career of mine. And yeah, super shout out to him.
Yeah,
But
man. He's a dope dude to have in your corner, man. I've seen him perform a couple of times. He is a dope MC.
definitely, man. He come from my second home, Cincinnati and stuff, so we got that in common.
Ew,
And
he's a Bengal. I didn't know that. Never mind. Ugh.
You mad because did the Bengals beat y'all the other day? I know.
Nah. I just like it's just it's the fucking Bengals. What the fuck? Who the fuck likes the Bengals? Like, it's just, come on. It's like, I'm fucking with you, Yoshi, man. Don't swallow me and lay an egg like you do on Smash Bros. But
Yeah, the joke is gone too. The joke's gone
hey,
too far.
The Bengals was fire that one year.
Oh no, he said they most
Had
definitely
Carson,
did
they
fire
had
y'all.
Carson Palmer, they had Carson Palmer and Ocho Cinco. That was their dynasty year.
Ocho Cinco, yeah. I mean, I like him. I respect Ocho.
I'll say this: every
Yeah.
Bengals fan love pulling out
Hey,
Ocho
John, why
Cinco.
you
We
so
get
gay?
it. We, we get it. Y'all had Ocho Cinco. If y'all stop mentioning Ocho Cinco,
But
The receivers they got now might be. I'm not. I mean, they might do better now than they did when they held
No,
Ocho Cinco.
like this year, they looking pretty promising this year. Like, cause like I said, that's my second home. Whenever the Falcons ain't doing good, I fall back on them. But when they both doing bad, I just stop watching.
that's,
nah.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, look, I'm a Cowboys fan. I can't be talking shit, but Falcons is my second.
I
But
don't
yeah.
got no second because there's only one. The
Oh God,
Steelers, yo.
here we go
The
with this shit. See,
Steelers, yo. Oh wait, and then if you multiply that by 6, you get the number of Super Bowls we done won.
anyway,
I'll
back
let
to
y'all live. I'll let y'all live.
back
Right.
to back to King comeback.
Yeah.
You don't want to start talking football. Steelers fans gonna go crazy.
Yeah, I know, right there. I'm surprised I didn't start terrible toweling, but I remember
I had
at the cousin Curtis event, man. I remember comeback. He approached me. He was like, "Hey, dog, can you roll me up that slope?" I was like, "Sure, man, whatever." At least on the outside, but on the inside, I'm an overthinker, right? So I'm over here pushing you up there. I'm thinking like, "Oh my god, please don't lose your grip on the chair. If he falls, everyone's gonna hate me. I'm gonna be the worst person ever. God damn it. Okay, he made it up good. Whoo! All right." But on the outside, like, hey man, enjoy yourself. But
Yeah.
That takes some humility. Like, you're a rapper. You know what I mean, and you're an ex street guy, and it's like, I need you to will me. You know what I mean? Like, can you talk about that? Like the humility that you had to like kind of, you know, you had
It's
to kind of like
definitely
develop.
it's definitely a balancing act because you know, yeah, I gotta keep the professional, assertive veneer, and not let people mess with me and stuff like that. But also gotta be, I mean, I'm honest and humble enough to realize my situation. So,
Right.
you know, you can't be afraid to ask help on any level that you on. Like I could be walking, like nothing wrong
Yeah.
with me at all, and still need some type of assistance. It may not be like physical assistance. It could be like, you know, just some type of support, like, because like to get in the industry, everybody has somebody look out for them on some level, you know, and for me, it just might be somebody helping me get up on the stage. That's not the first time or the last time I'm probably gonna have to ask somebody
Right.
to help me up, but
Yeah.
you know, that's what it takes for me to get up on the stage so that I can be on the stage to be seen.
Do
So it's
you
like,
find yourself do you find yourself surprised by people's willingness to like help and stuff?
I was at first,
Mm.
you know, but I guess I wasn't so surprised so much as I was just grateful, you know, when I
Yeah.
found somebody that was willing to help, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, it just let me know that God always got my back no matter where I go, you know. And it's like, because it's like, I'm literally, it's like y'all pushing me up the stairs and stuff, but I'm literally like, my life is literally in y'all hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at the most vulnerable I ever can be, and I'm just giving that and my whole life to complete strangers. I done been up the stairs at like Bonfire, Axtarian, and the rest of them people down there about me. They know what it's like when I come through. You know what I'm saying? Or any platform that involves stairs and stuff, like they know this, they seen the scramble, they know the scramble.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
and I'm grateful for those people who there to help. And
That's
it's
tough.
yeah, so but yeah, but it does keep me humble, and it keeps me grounded, you know.
Yeah. It's just kind of crazy because like humility is not something that people kind of associate with rappers. You know what I mean? So it's just like I just wanted to talk about that dynamic. You know what I mean? Like you
Hmm.
said, you got to keep a certain veneer. Like what type of things do you do in order to just kind of like stay in mode, like stay ferocious though? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got definitely got to stay dang well. One of my biggest uh one of my biggest cards that I pull is distance. I like to keep myself distant from people and allow what's meant for me to gravitate towards me. You know, like I'll
Mm.
go, you know, like, you know, you see me interact with people. I go always introduce myself, say my spiel, introduce myself, and try to get to know people as best as I can in the short amount of time that I got there. But after that, you know, I really just go back to, you know, doing what I'm doing, which is focusing on the task at hand, which is usually a performance. Or if it's networking, I'm focusing on, you know, what I gotta say to these people, or you know, or how I could present myself, or communicate myself better. You know, and
Mm.
and that's really what helps me get through a lot of these situations. So with that, it kind of creates a dynamic where people kind of gotta come to me just to get my attention, you know. But also, it also creates it also gives me my own space to just be me, you know, and like actually uh it's hard to explore, like yeah, just be me, because
Right.
it's like, because people don't take for granted how influential other people are on, or like how impactful other people's um like behaviors are on their own behavior.
Right.
Hmm.
And vice versa too. Is like, because like I'm as you can tell by my humor, I can be pretty trollish at times, but I try to fall back on a little bit just because like somebody's first impression be like, oh, that guy's a fucking asshole. I don't know. It's like
Hmm.
there's a person walking around with my image saying, fuck
Right.
him, he's a piece of shit. And it's
Right.
like, and it's like you can't control all that, but but it's like I guess you can control it to an extent, you know.
Hmm.
So I that and I guess as far as the networking, like, would you say the chair is like sort of like an icebreaker in a sense too, like, or do people
Yeah.
sort of like shy away from it just because I don't be wanting to offend nobody, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a double-edged sword, and it's my shield too.
Hmm.
So like like for example, in the situation, I'm just completely minding my own business, not doing anything. Somebody will come up to me and try to relate to me in some kind of way. It's like, you know, I got such and such that's in a wheelchair. Myself used to be in the wheelchair and stuff, so they'll use that as a chance, as an opportunity to connect, you know. A lot of people will use that as an opportunity to stay the fuck away. I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Please do. But it's also an opportunity for me to introduce and educate people as well.
Right.
Like,
Right.
because sometimes, like, my energy aura aesthetic might be a little bit off-putting. I could recognize that in a heartbeat, and that's a good opportunity for me to break the ice, or like, to educate somebody and make them and put them at ease over something that otherwise will probably they'll go through life being uncomfortable around people in wheelchairs, not even knowing that it's people like me. That's the time of the life. That's like that's the life of the party.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Because
Right.
like you definitely put a new perspective though when you like you're talking about asking people to help you, and you said like yeah like my life is in someone else's hands, and it's like damn I never really thought of it like that
Right.
Yeah,
for someone
I,
that's handicapped like
I
so
because I'd have been dropped before.
oh damn. Okay, good. He's laughing. I can laugh. Okay, but nah, man. But damn, that's crazy. Like, I mean, like they just didn't have like it was like just like a slip or something like that, like accident or like
It's crazy. Any time that I got dropped, I always came out okay. It'd be the other people that get messed up. That's messed up.
oh. Cause I was saying, man, I hope ain't nobody trying you, man. Cause look, man, y'all got that upper body strength, man. Like you
Look,
get a good grip on some
Not even
shit,
that. You gotta run over somebody's foot real quick.
right?
Like,
people do extra. They make extra sure, and they take extra care to make sure I get up there safely. And I can't.
Yeah,
And I
right.
can't thank them or God enough for that, because I'm still here. I've
Yeah.
been at this professionally for the past almost 3 years now, and I'm still here, still doing it.
Right.
So big shout out to the man upstairs and everybody who's helped me out, along my journey. You know what I mean? So yeah, I couldn't be more grateful and more empowered in this situation, because like a lot of people, I've met other artists in wheelchairs too.
Wow.
I don't keep seeing them.
yeah.
I would really would
You
love
know,
to.
cause that's the thing. Like, cause what drew me to you was like when I saw you at the cousin Curtis thing was I remember I was at A3C. I don't know if they still do A3Cs down
Yeah,
here or
they
not,
do.
but oh, they do. Okay,
It's coming up again now.
so I was at A3C back in 2011, and
Hmm.
there was an MC who was wheelchair bound, just like you. I think his name was like Ethereal. But
Okay.
when I tell you that motherfucker could spit, like
Mm.
like the beat was hitting, like his lyrics, like just like you know how you like rappers can just like attack a beat and the flow is just like everything was on point. And I remember just searching online, like, yo, where is this nigga? But man, I never seen or heard from him again. Like you said, I'm like, that's crazy. So the fact that I was able to experience his talent was just dope to me. So
It's a couple out there. It's this one who I really look up to. This is before I even started doing rap professionally. His name Remedy, I think 415, out there in Cali. And there's another one from Tennessee. I met his name Hefe. I met and stuff, man. And they be doing their thing. I just not even in just rap. Like, I want to see more people with disabilities represented in all aspects of entertainment. And also, that's one of my my side quests.
so like what well I mean, you're just one guy, but I mean, I guess like as a hip hop community, like what can we do to like I guess help uplift more like handicapped voices like yourself. I mean, obviously there's a Blind Fury. I remember him doing the rap battles and stuff, and
Oh, he's probably one of the coldest to ever do it. Period.
mhm.
Like, whew,
Mm.
that dude is cold.
Right, and I recognize
Sure
how
is.
cold he is, but it's just like god damn, like this nigga needs more push. Like you
Yeah,
know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
yeah. I
and
mean,
we had the Yin Yang twins. Like they were, I
it,
mean, they
it's the
weren't
same.
necessarily crippled. They were just built
Yeah,
funny.
they had, I think
Yeah.
what they had cerebral palsy or something.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay, I was just wondering. I was like, why is one leg taller than the other? Like what?
I think
Okay,
he,
like
I
Something
think
like
he has like there was like some with his arm too. I can't remember.
yeah, I saw his arc because they was at A3C 2011. That's when I
Mhm.
was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I mean, I said it in my mind. I ain't say it out loud
Yeah, you
because
crazy. Yeah.
it's just like it's like
people with disabilities in the game. They just hide it well, like DJ
yeah,
Paul.
like yeah, DJ Paul. I was about to say he got the tiny arm too. Like,
Yeah.
but I don't
It's
know. I
like
guess like how do we uplift more visibly? Like
Right.
you
Well,
know,
well, one thing is people got to stop hiding that shit.
Right. I
Yeah.
was literally
Yeah.
about to say that.
We got to one like I was just saying this in a rant that I had the other day. I started a channel, a little series, rants and revelations, like for people, like people with disabilities, like they gotta rock that shit more proudly. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I don't expect them to go out, put a crown on, do all this kingly shit I do. That's just something that I do just to get people open to the idea that, you know what I'm saying, that we royalty too, that everybody's royalty, but
Yeah.
like especially the people in the wheelchair, they gotta go out and rock their shit proudly, still want to be included, but it's also the communities, the respective communities including them too, like not just hip hop community, but the black community. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The you know what I'm saying? The gay community, the white community, the Asian Latino community. They got to include their own people too, but also the people
Right.
within it. They got to be bold enough to go out there and be seen, be heard, be like go out and shake up these clubs. Be like, hey man, I need you to get these ramps together. You feel me? Like
Right.
Yeah.
I can't even
And I
get in this bitch. You feel me?
I was
Like
about.
and I was
I
about
was.
to ask that too. Yeah, like how many have you been to venues that weren't handicapped accessible? Like, be like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like,
hell yeah, cussed them out and then had the same people help me up the stairs.
Oh wow.
The bonfire. That's what I'm saying. It's humble. It's like because I can't cuss them out because it's like they own the platform and stuff. But it's
Yeah.
like
right,
at the same time, like this is something that you need to be considerate of because it's like you don't want me like advocating is one thing, but it's like you don't want me to like truly uh like become an activist with this shit because then it's
Right.
like I'll go down to Shepherdson and I'll get 150 people in wheelchairs to show up at a place like
Right.
Bonfire. It's like, oh yeah, we got to figure this shit out now.
Right.
right, yeah.
Well, yeah. I was. In line with that, I was about to ask, have you faced, you know, a lot of discrimination from like, like other artists or anything?
Not necessarily discrimination. I mean, most artists. The thing about most artists is standoffish anyway. They don't want to
Right.
work with nobody anyway, whether they in a wheelchair or not. They see somebody with a disability, they're like, oh hell no. Nah.
Right.
But like
God damn, really? Like, just
But
like,
I think that's most people like, and they use stuff like that, and things that they not necessarily comfortable with or used to
Mm.
as a scapegoat to not grow.
Right.
mm.
Because you listen to any of my music, I'm colder than half of their ass. No, I'm colder than all of their
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, put some respect on yourself, my brother. Shit.
like, and then it's like it's that, and then it becomes they loss.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, so it could be some discrimination. It could be the grandstand and gatekeeping and stuff like that. The same stuff that kept the gays out, the same stuff that's keeping black
Mhm.
people out of higher income jobs and communities and stuff like
Mm.
that and stuff. You just don't. It's just stuff that you rather not see or deal with. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
And that's the same discrimination that we all deal with. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
Because black people definitely like what I get it definitely bad because I'm black and I'm in a wheelchair. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
King Yoshi mindset. Does he hear a challenge?
what
But
kind of you talking about?
you just said you was colder than like all the game.
I'm with it, man. Look, man, we was at the crib, Yoshi. We was freestyling. What's up? What's that?
Uh-oh.
Hold on, bro.
Uh-oh.
He said I was going off the dome. Yoshi, where you at?
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. I love me a good
But
challenge. Win or lose, I love me a good sport.
so this is gonna be a very inappropriate question to ask, but I'm gonna ask it anyway because it's the SOS podcast.
Uh-huh.
So on your songs, man, you talk about sex a lot. So
Dude,
it's safe to say that
I'm
you
quite
still
active.
work. Like
I'm quite,
it that you can feel that, right? Like
I'm gonna say feel it, but it do work though. I feel it. It's the feeling is coming.
so like
Only you would have asked some shit
I
like
gotta know,
that.
man,
You
cause
would've-
cause
At
like
first, I couldn't feel it
so
up below the belt. Everything was a cloud at first, but now it's like I'm getting sensation. Now I can like pinpoint things, and I know
Wow.
hey.
where things at and stuff. So now
So
it's like,
like do they gotta be on top or can you like maneuver to be like,
yeah, I do it all. Like it's almost as if, man, y'all forget too many girls about me, man. Like,
So like have
Ah,
you ever like been spitting off to a chick but like she like kind of downplayed just because you see the chair and all of a sudden she like, oh what the fuck? Whoa, wait a minute now.
yeah, I mean, but with women, by the time they downplay you for that, you probably not getting back in the graces of even having
Okay.
potential. So that's just women. That's just women in general. But it all goes back down to what I was saying earlier about like confidence. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to
Yeah.
be able to go out first. Okay, so how they gonna know to include you if you at the house?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so how the girl gonna know that you could beat the box up if you acting all sheepish and unsure and unconfident in yourself? It's the same with a dude that could walk.
Hmm.
But I get
Yeah.
more play than a lot of dudes that could walk just for the simple fact that I'm confident. And I know
Mm.
that I can still knock that thing clean up out the park if you gave me the
Yeah,
chance.
it's crazy. It's really crazy how confidence goes so
Hmm.
far. Like there've been times where I pretended to be confident even though I knew I was shook. You know what I
Mm,
mean? And it's
yeah,
like just putting on the act of confidence and sometimes could get you further than actually truly being. You know what I mean? Like can get you further than being timid. You know what I mean? Like so, it's
yeah.
just like
It's just
it
showing the
really be the way that you carry yourself.
it's just the bravery. But after a while, like even in that moment, you might say to yourself, I might be bluffing or hyping up this confidence. After a while, you practice that enough, it's gonna become real.
Yeah,
Especially if you back it up with some valid reasons. Like for
right.
example, me, yeah, I might be in a wheelchair, but like one, I survived shit that most people don't
Right. Yeah.
survive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just grateful to be here. Like I'm a survivor. That's in my genes too. I didn't just sit here. I'm not one of those people in the wheelchair you see on the side of the road begging for shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
or like I'm just waiting on the government check. You know what I mean? Nothing like that. I'm out here working,
Yeah.
working on my craft, working on myself as an individual human being, man, whatever. And I flaunt that shit I flaunt that as much as I flaunt this crown. Yeah,
Hell
I don't
yeah.
wear the crown a lot of times just because of how dope I know I am, how
Yeah.
dope I know I is. And women, they're really sensitive and perceptive. They pick up on that all the time. Like, I don't know what it is about you. They might see me in my full glory wheelchair and everything. It's like, I don't know what it is about you, but I like it. It's like I like every time I get that compliment almost every day. I
Yeah.
just love your energy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're so cool. You put me at ease and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Cause it's like women, they like in any situation, they like a secure man.
Yeah.
And I'm secure in my shit. You know, so
That's a
and
fact.
it's
Like women really open up when they feel secure and when they feel like they're in a stable situation. You know what I mean? You got some toxic women that feed off toxicity, but for the most part, I feel like women kind of just want to feel that security. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, and you gotta know the difference. I'm a Scorpio, so I'm able to like perceive shit like that, like the toxic traits. Like I thrive off of stuff like that, cause
mhm. You said, hey, who in here just need their rent paid?
Yeah.
I'm just like key toxic.
I don't
I'm
know about your rent. I might cover your phone,
You said you gonna know this.
but
I ain't covering shit.
You ain't gonna make it.
he said, I mean, I'll cover you with this. Nah, let me
I might cover
You
stop.
said cover you with this warm embrace.
I might cover you with a blanket.
There we go. Yeah, that's the G-rated thing I was going for.
And I
but
nothing
but real.
like for real, like I take the king shit because it's like because I've been there like in depression, like low self worth and stuff because of the wheelchair and stuff like that, feeling desperate for women and stuff like that, that validation and shit. Like I should really I need to start a dating and coaching channel because it's like I didn't learn um how to deal with that. It's like it's really no you really dealing with no more than your insecurities and everybody got insecurities. You know what I'm saying? So mine
Yeah,
just
that's kind of crazy when you think about it. Like, a lot of people want dating. They want their dating advice from some, you know what I mean, some Michael B. Jordan looking dude. But it's like, bruh,
Like,
he ain't have to really put in no
yeah,
real work on himself. You know what I mean? Like,
like that's Michael B. He's
right,
talking shit that he can get away with. Like my
right.
ass can't walk up to nobody and be like, "Hey, what up, bitch?" Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting knocked the fuck out.
yeah. So but also like the ability to deal with stressful or not the best situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
That's attractive not to just women, but everybody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Men too. Like they want to. Like if you with a group of your boys, you want to be with somebody who you know can handle themselves in a stressful situation. Not someone who's gonna panic. You know what I'm saying? Or start crying, break down and start crying when they're dealing with a high level of stress and stuff. That ain't. That's not manly. That's not kingly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta, I mean, it's okay to cry. Like we gotta make
Yeah.
space for dudes to cry, but it's like just the wallow in despair and fear and stuff like
Right.
that.
Yeah. Because like eventually you got to do something about it.
Yeah,
So.
cause you get
Right.
because
Mhm.
like I said, it's a lot of brothers. Like a good friend of mine, he had a hard time talking with women. Try to talk them through the situation, and it's just like you got to be willing to put yourself out there. Like and after, like I
Yeah.
was saying, after a while, even with the confidence, like you'll be able to. It's like faking it until you make it. You know. And
Yeah.
then after a while, you'll be able to exude that confidence and security and stuff because you'll be able to fall back on the things about you that are actually dope.
So you think you could be like a life coach? You think?
Oh hell yeah, definitely. I'm about to don't tell nobody this, but I'm about to be 33 in November. So I think I got enough experience to. I lived like two lives. I lived a life of a
Yeah.
dope dealer. When I got out of the game, I went to school. You know what I'm saying? Like they in Georgia, they got the traumatic. It's like the traumatic brain and spinal injury trust fund.
Mm.
And then
Okay.
they got like this program like for the Georgia Vocational Rehab Agency. Like if you got disability, they'll pay for your school. So what happened was, it's crazy. I was in school when I had got shot. I was actually trapping and in school at the same time. But when I got shot, I had to do a tragic uh, a withdrawal. You know what I'm saying? Like a tragic
Mm-hmm.
withdrawal. And then
Oh, okay.
I got back in school that fall. Like I got shot in the summer in June. I went to the hospital, got discharged, and I was back in school in fall. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? And I forget why am I even bringing this? Oh yeah, so the state ended up paying for my school, ended up getting a degree. You know what
Nice.
I'm saying? Yeah.
And
What you get?
what's the yeah what's the degree in?
Engineering, mechanical engineering.
Okay.
God damn! Thank goodness for people like you. That's a lot of math.
Yeah.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ!
God, it was so much, man.
You had to do calculus and all that bullshit.
I had to do three calculus. I had to do one of them twice. No, I had to do calculus one three times.
Whoop.
No, I did
Mm-mm.
calculus one at least twice. No, I did calculus one twice. No, I failed it twice, passed it on the third time.
See,
I
that's why we call you comeback God,
Yeah,
man.
see, so
Uh,
and then it's like with anything, like what I want them to get from the brand and the story is just like just keep going, man.
yeah.
Determination, like it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be over for you just because you feel like it's over. You lost this, you lost that, you lost your ability to walk. You know what I'm saying? You could have lost all your assets and holdings on the
Right.
stock market, all that stuff. You could be a complete bum now, but as long as you got breath to breathe and a life to live, you could turn that shit around.
Yeah.
You could turn that shit around, man.
That's
Bro, like
beautiful, bro.
I got a D in college algebra and I never looked back. My mom was like, "You want to retake it?" Fuck no. Like,
I feel
shit.
you. And that's essentially what it separates like the 1% of the world that rules it, the 10% of the world that essentially manages it, and then the 90% of the world that works for the other 10 or 1%. It's
Yeah.
just that willingness to accept failure and keep going.
Yeah.
That is part of the process. You cannot get better
Yeah.
without making mistakes.
Yeah.
Right.
Like we go to the basketball game and we look at all the shots that they make, but behind closed doors in the gym, they missing thousands of shots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just for their average still not to be that great.
Mm-hmm.
Like as
Mhm.
far as average, what's like the best shooting average you could think of? Who got the best shooting average and what is it?
I
Yeah,
literally
I'm
wouldn't.
not
I
a
don't.
basketball
I was
guy,
about to say,
so
yeah, basketball ain't my shit, so I wouldn't
I
even know.
I did
Yeah,
wrestling in
I
high
would say
school.
it would probably have to be Steph Curry at the best
Probably
shooting average.
it's probably Steph Curry, but somebody in the comment section let us know real quick. Hit Google up real quick. What Steph Curry? Steph Curry might have the best rate. He might have the best average, but it's still not a passing average.
Right.
Mm. It's a good way to look at
Yeah.
it.
But real quick, well, I got you. I wanted if you could touch on real quick, how you handle your social media. I know you got obviously you do a lot on Instagram, and then I went to your TikTok and then your YouTube too. So how do you approach your social media? You know, what goes into each post?
Okay, so it's so with TikTok and Instagram Reels, it's like, the whole minute, 60 second, 30 second thing. So what you got to do? Oh yeah, that's my partner right there. They said 50% is a good average, and that's failing by any school standards. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but with all that being said, wait, what was the question? I'm sorry.
Oh, my bad. I wanted to know how you go about curating your social media.
Okay, so really, like if you had seen in my post recently, like daily downloads and my rants and revelations, it's just what's been, like epiphanies and revelations that's been given to me, and
Excuse
it's like game that I've been given
Right.
over the years, or game that I've learned and seen over the years, and because it's like I talk to a lot of people who's on their path to greatness and stuff, and it's like a lot of stuff that I've dealt with or currently dealing with
Right.
that that I feel like me learning from these like minor pitfalls or even just these revelations and stuff is what's can help other people as well on their path.
Right.
So this what helps drive a lot of my content is like content that's geared towards helping them in some metaphysical way,
Okay.
you know, or it's like or it's funny, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I
me.
love I love to
Yeah,
laugh.
comedy helps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or or something related to something that's related or resonates with me as a person, because it's like when you put yourself out here, you putting your everything out here. It's not just the music, because it's like, yeah, I'm a rapper, but I'm also an avid gamer. I love video games, so you're gonna see some
Right.
video game.
Oh shit, what you be playing?
Oh, call it any shooter really, because I grew up
Okay,
on
never mind.
007. That was my shit growing up. So you know
Yo,
what I'm saying.
007. Yeah,
So
GoldenEye was cool. I was
you can
hoping you'd say
challenge
a
me
fighting game.
you can challenge me on them bars, but you can also see me on that 007, my guy. Yes, I know.
Okay, I was hoping you'd say some fighting games because I will.
Oh yeah, Tekken. You know what I'm saying? Big Tekken
Oh,
fan.
oh,
Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter,
okay.
not so
Oh,
much. Dead or
I was
Alive.
gonna say Street Fighter now. Hold on now. You might
Street
get me
Fighter.
on the Tekken, but Street Fighter
Tekken.
now.
Shit. Anything with a good counter system, I'm beating ass in. Like Dead or
Okay.
Alive, untouched. Tekken, kicking ass. Mortal Kombat, that's my shit.
Who's your guy in Tekken or
Uh,
gal?
Lee Xiaolong, the dude with the
Hmm.
Yeah.
white hair
Hmm.
Lee,
That's a
white
good
hair.
choice,
I'm kicking
You ain't
ass.
doing the black dude. What's the black dude who does Wing Chun and
man.
Tekken?
Eddie Guerrero.
Oh no, he's talking about Leroy.
Yeah, Leroy Smith,
Oh,
ain't it?
yeah,
Yeah,
Leroy.
he got them counters too though.
He do. That's the big dude, right?
Yeah,
What?
that was the DLC from Seven. He had the white locks and
I
the
ain't played Tekken since I was a kid. I just always look for the updates, and I heard about him. I heard he's nasty in that game.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah
bro, is
yeah
nasty.
they was like we're gonna make the most blackety black character.
Hmm.
Name him Leroy. He has a pit bull. All right,
Right.
but he is dope though. Like he broke
Uh,
online for a minute.
what's your what is it? What's your how you be in Call of Duty, bro?
Oh, what, you mind my gamer tag or my setup, my class?
Like your
Yeah,
skills.
yeah,
Like
yeah. Your skill set. What's your skills like in Call of Duty?
Typically medium to long range. I like sniping shit. I ain't gonna lie.
oh hell nah, you one of them
You
niggas.
one of them niggas,
Can
boy.
you
I,
can you at least can
I
you
be
at least
punching
quick
my
scope?
CD over niggas like you.
I'm okay with the quick scope, but I really do be getting a beat in on my target. Like it's like some is pretty classic, but I like semi-automatic rifles. You know what I'm saying? Like
You know how
Okay.
many tears
rifles.
I've shed over niggas like you, boy? I'm sitting
But like
there.
you just look at your kill cam, you be like, you fucking pussy. Like I get on the hey, pussy boy, I saw what you did. Like it's like, yeah. I
I'll
be
get
like,
down and dirty too on some close to medium range though. It just depends, but because I really like marksmanship rifles. You know what I'm saying? Because you get more control. But
yeah.
I like when I'm having fun, like back before Warzone and all that stuff. I used to run a blader class. I used to run around blade niggas to death.
Oh
Oh
no,
god. This
you
is like
niggas was the
chat.
worst too. I hate you, nigga.
What can I tell you? I like
You
doing
look-
it. That was like the most challenging thing you could do, bro. And I used to be getting like reapers and drones and shit. Like,
Nah, the
oh
worst.
my
My
god.
cousin used to do this shit. He would pick that class. and he was the soon as the countdown stopped, he'd throw a knife up in the air and it would hit somebody over there
Oh
in the
my
joint.
God, bro, my peoples had did that one time and caught
Let's
first
see.
blood like that. I was like, no
Oh, damn.
shit.
Hey, we're coming up on 5 minutes left.
Okay, okay.
Hey, man, it always does that when we having fun. But
I
man,
know.
give your shout outs, man, and thank you for donating your time,
Yes,
man.
Oh
sir.
yeah, definitely want to give a shout out to the SOS podcast. Thank y'all,
Hell
thank
yeah.
you. You know what I'm saying? Want to shout out everybody back there at Track Blazers ENT who supporting. Yeah, I mean, making sure things are still running smoothly behind the scenes. Want to shout out, you know what I'm saying, the friends, the family, God, the Most High, most, you know what I'm saying. First and foremost, everybody who ever supported me, all the haters. You know what I mean? Because y'all inspire a lot of my music. And yeah, and everybody who believe in me and support me, y'all know who y'all are. I ain't even gotta say y'all names.
All right, man. That was King Comeback, man,
Oh
and
yeah. Shouts out to you, bro. For real.
shout out to everybody contributing to the chat, and
Yeah, man.
shoot,
Uh,
and catch your boy tomorrow at
Yeah, shout out
Crave.
to you, man, for tuning in, giving us some good energy. The gray Jedi. My bad, I keep getting that messed up.
yeah.
But people's over there, Black Jesus. Yeah, I mean, and yeah, and everybody back home at Trackblazers, man. Shout out, see y'all
All
soon.
right, all right. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
All right, y'all. One.
Peace, my brother.